The war in Ukraine is top of mind today for President Trump ahead of a major meeting with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Both of these world leaders are hopeful an end to the three-year-long war will come soon. The Prime Minister looking to show the Trump administration that Ukraine and European leaders need to be at that bargaining table for peace talks as the United States negotiates with Russia. NewsNation's Kelly Meyer has the latest from the White House this morning. Kelly, a lot of moving parts in these peace talks here. What's the Prime Minister bringing to today's meeting?
Yeah, this is a triple whammy of European leaders coming. We had the French president, now the UK prime minister, and then tomorrow Ukrainian President Zelensky. So all of this happening at the White House. The Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, is in Washington for these crucial talks with President Donald Trump on ending the war in Ukraine. Starmer just announcing a big increase in the British defense budget in hopes of persuading President Trump to maintain support for Ukraine. Now, Trump has been calling for the UK and European nations to step up their spending as the U.S., he says, has provided billions of dollars to Ukraine. This will be the second world leader to visit the White House just this week after a seemingly pleasant visit with the French president on Monday. Macron called his meeting with Trump a, quote, turning point, but still no deal on ending the war. And it comes as President Trump says Ukraine's president is coming to Washington tomorrow to sign, quote, a very big agreement, a deal on rare earths and minerals. This means that Ukraine would give some revenue from its minerals resources to fund a jointly controlled by the U.S. This is President Trump. He believes this is a way for the U.S. to get some return on its investment in the war in Ukraine with the billions spent on military aid. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says Ukraine's rare earth minerals deal is a, quote, tush-push away. That's a football reference there to the Philadelphia Eagles' signature tush-push strategy. I had to Google that one this morning.
I didn't think we'd be saying tush-push at 6 o'clock on a Thursday morning. Kelly.
I'm going to take it out for the next one.
Yeah, maybe so. Hey, what is Putin saying about these talks, you think?
Yeah, so Russian President Vladimir Putin, it seems like the relationship between the U.S. and Russia is continuing to grow ever since that meeting between the two countries in Saudi Arabia. That's where they agreed to work more closely on matters even beyond the war. So another sign of this warming relationship this morning, senior Russian and U.S. diplomats are in Turkey for talks about their respective embassies. The talks in Istanbul are aimed to normalize the work and operations of both countries' diplomatic missions. So President Trump has floated a possible face-to-face meeting with the Russian president and has talked about what the pending peace deal might mean. Take a listen.
I think we're going to have a deal. I can't guarantee that. You know, a deal is a deal. Lots of crazy things happen in deals, right? But I think we're going to have a deal.
Will he have to make concessions, President Putin?
Yeah, he will. He's going to have to.
Now, President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance did not specify what those concessions may be. They said they are going to keep that private in these negotiations. Markie.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.